Gemini. Hi, Gemmy. Happy New Year. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for joining me for your January 2023 Astro Tarot forecast. I'm shuffling the old school alchemical tarot. And please watch your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, Gemini, for a full dose of the cosmos for the month. Gemmy, it's all about Mars in your first house, starting off this year and continuing into this year. Through March 25th, you have the planet of energy, action, stamina, power, and rapid pace in your first house of physical body. Let's get moving. Let's use these first 3 months, the first quarter of the year, to tone, to shed weight, to burn excess fat. Mars in the physical sector represents the physical body doing so, being able to expel more energy, more sweat. And this is a good thing for taking action in the areas of your life that you need to. We also go into this year with your ruling planet, Mercury, retrograde. Mercury slowed down on the 28th of December, and that was at 24 degrees of Capricorn. Mercury will remain retrograde, going direct on the 18th of January at 8 degrees of Capricorn. So this slowed planet of communication exists in your 8th sector, the sector of shared resources, sex and intimacy, and even secrets. Privacy. This could also be property related at times. And Gemini might have repair and have to come out of pocket in terms of money. This would not be a time to spend frivolously for Gemini. Ask yourself if it's a need or if it's a want, and put the wants on hold for the month of January. The good news is we won't have another retrograde until April 21st, and that will be in Taurus. But again, that's a money sector. So you need to hone in on the spending when Mercury slows down this year. Our full moon occurs on the 6th at 16 degrees of Cancer in your second house. And, oh, I'm sorry. Taurus isn't your money sector. That's your 12th house, Gemini. So that retrograde of Mercury on April 21st in Taurus is not another money sector. It's the subconscious sector, which I don't mind a retrograde there. That's just going to activate the hell out of your dream life. And you will get messages through that time period of April 21 through May 13th. The train says, what's good? Okay. Forgive me, full moon on the 6th at 16 degrees of Cancer in your money sector. That's your second house of income. There's an awareness for Gemini. Again, you don't want to come out of pocket on a full moon. You want to reserve and hone in on the resources when the moon is full. I think that there's some clarity that can be afforded to Gemini once Mercury goes direct about their budget, about how they spend, about where they're invested, about their portfolio or lack thereof in their life. I think Gemini is getting their finances in order, and that the need to be feeling secure in some way financially and confident in their finances is the key here, because the second house where you have this full moon on the 6th could actually instigate a little bit of insecurity for Gemini. It's the house of confidence and self-value, self-worth. Full moon could be intimidation here, having Gemini feel a little insecure about where they stand. Limit self-judgment. Let's just put it to good use and see where you can save and see who can help you with this. On the 20th, the sun enters Aquarius. And when that occurs, the sun will be conjunct Venus. Venus has been in Aquarius, your 9th house of foreign travel and education, higher education, certification. Venus has been here since the 2nd of January. So there's an attraction for Gemini to travel. However, I would wait till Mercury goes direct. And on the 20th, the sun is conjunct the sun is conjunct Venus for 6 days through the 26th. And that is a beautiful week for foreign travel, for online coursing, to go on an excursion, to study abroad a week of learning somewhere, or to travel because of the spiritual knowledge that can be offered to Gemini. The new moon is also here on the 21st, the following day after the sun enters Aquarius, conjunct Venus. The new moon occurs at 1 degree Aquarius in the 9th house. Gemmy, you should really go away that week. And if you can't, you should open up the nearest book and absorb it like a sponge, which is what your brain essentially is the week of the 20th. You can absorb a lot of information, and the more foreign, the better. You want to eat the new experiences of life, Gemini. And Mars in your first house, trining the new moon and the sun conjunct Venus, is really amping up your desire to have new experiences and desire to be somewhere new. Yeah, this is good stuff. Jupiter in Aries, in your 11th house through May 16th. I'm pulling your cards now, Gemmy, because I'm inspired to. Okay, Jupiter is expanding the 11th house of connections for Gemini through May 16. And then the second half of the year will be increasing your intuition in a massive way. And you haven't received a boost of Jupiter in the 12th house in 12 years. And that's going to be very inspiring for what you create in 2024. 2024 will be the year Jupiter enters Gemini in the second half, and that will be a game changer. So let's see what's here for you, Gemmy. And if you'd like a private reading, I'm at audreyalison.com. This is what I do. You always have access to my calendar at audreyalison.as.me. And here we go. King of Cups. This hasn't come out in any of the readings, and I'm on my second to last one. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, energy. Psychic beastie, giving back to himself. His cup runneth over. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, travel, experience, that 9th house, the journey. Having a vision that you move forward, taking the time to have new experiences, envisioning a journey, therefore it can happen. There you are. The Knight of Swords. This is the Gemini in action, slaying the head of the dragon. I think this came up in Pisces as well. Gemini, just watch your tone. Mars in your first house is making you a warrior, a warrior. You are feisty, you're aggressive, you're assertive, you're borderline harsh. Just make sure you're watching the tone when you communicate with those that you love. You could be delivering your messages and just swooping in and just setting shit on fire and then apologizing later. You're the phoenix rising from the ashes, Gemmy. 10 of Wands. Don't let anything burden you that you can't rise above. I feel like taking a deep breath. Sage yourself. Sage your back. I feel like the back needs some smoked energy, some healing energy. Put heat on your back. Get in a warm tub, heating pads on your back. Some of you are dealing with back issues. Don't store a lot in the back. Get things off your back in this month. There's a lot of energy that I'm getting about the back. protect your back as well. Lift, lift bending the knees, everybody. One more card for you. The goddesses, Three of Cups. Don't forget to celebrate you, Gemmy. If you don't, who will? Okay? Friendship, support, celebration, trust, generosity, respect. Turn to this individual. I like this person. They're out first. They have your back. And that's someone that you can celebrate with and perhaps travel with the Three of Wands. All right, Gemmy, I hope this was helpful. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.